everyone, and welcome to the Small Business Social Show, where we're dedicated to helping you discover your own personal business model, as well as simplifying the process of creating, marketing, and growing that business. My name is Jill, and I am your host. Today, we're going to be talking about why physicians need to be on social media. I'm so excited to be talking about this topic with you. I have owned my own social media marketing agency for about 9 years now, going on about 9 years, and I specialize in working with clients in regulated fields such as medicine, law, and education. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to this show and this channel, because every week I'll be posting different episodes that will help you to grow your personal brand or your business. So the main reason that physicians need to be on social media is because that's where their patients and potential patients already are. And according to the Pew Internet Research Center, these are 2018 statistics. These are the numbers of U.S. adults who actually use these social media platforms. 73% of U.S. adults use YouTube. 68% of U.S. adults use Facebook. 35% use Instagram. 29% use Pinterest. 25% use LinkedIn. And 24% use Twitter. So as you can see, an overwhelming number of the adult population is on social media. Reason number 2, people are already talking about you, your practice, and your specialty online, and you need to be a part of that conversation. 88% of people say that they trust online reviews, and 68% of people will seek out advice and opinions on goods, services, and that includes medical services as well, before they purchase them. And of that group, 57% will visit a social media site before they make a purchase, and they will look for recommendations there. And one of the things I think that tells you is that getting someone to follow your page or follow you on social media is really the first step in the process. That is where they're going to take that first step of interacting with you. That's where they're saying, okay, I'm ready to learn more about this person. Reason number 3, being active on social media can actually help you to rank higher in Google. So if you have your website, you have your social media sites, you have them linked together, you've done the proper tagging, and you're posting really great content, this is going to help you to rank higher in search. And what most people do when they're searching is they do not go past the first page. As a matter of fact, 90% of people who search Google won't go past the first page, and less than 10% will go on to the second page. So that tells you how important it is for you to rank on top and have your information that you've provided rank first when your name or the name of your practice is Googled. You don't want it to be, one of the random review sites ranking first. You want your information to rank first, and you want to be what your patients see first, and your prospective patients, when they Google your name or the name of your practice. And 67% of people are more likely to buy from a business that they already follow on social media. In addition, 80% of internet users, that's 93 million Americans, have searched for a health-related topic online. Oh my gosh, that is a gigantic, massive opportunity for you and your practice to help serve those people and to gain additional patients and get them to your practice. Here are some other things that you can gain by using social media for your practice. You help control what information about you shows on Google. You want the correct information out there. We all know that the internet is full of incorrect information. And when someone's looking at you and trying to find out information about your background, your education, your practice, you want that to be accurate, correct information, and you want to be the provider of that information. It will also play a strong part in determining what shows about you when your name and the name of your practice is Googled. You're also going to strengthen your business relationships. And that's not just your patients and potential patients, but it's your colleagues, your vendors, your community, the media in your community. Social media is also the best way to let the public, your patients, your prospective patients know what's going on within your practice. Maybe you have an event coming up. Maybe you're giving a talk on a particular subject that a lot of people have questions about. Maybe you just got a new office manager or a new medical assistant in your practice, and you'd like to introduce that person. Social media also provides you the opportunity to show your patients, your potential patients, and your community that you are a bright, well-qualified, and caring individual. And it gives them a chance to get more comfortable with you so that they are more likely to come to you when they need your services. Going to the doctor is so scary for many, many people. And when they feel like you're someone they know, you're someone who's presented themselves as being approachable and kind and caring and accepting, then they're more likely to come to you. Being on social media also shows the world that you are up to date. When you're not on social media and your practice isn't on social media, you appear to be antiquated, out of date. And one of the things that can happen is that can translate in people's minds over to your skill set as well, where they start thinking, oh, they don't even know how to use social media in that office. Are they really going to know the latest treatment options and ways to help me with my problem? And by linking both your website and all of your social media sites together, you're helping your SEO ranking. That's your search engine optimization. And what that means is that's the information you're providing to Google in most cases when people search for you. So if you're providing that strong information and all those strong, consistent signals to Google, it's more likely that your information is going to show up as opposed to some third-party, review site when somebody Googles your name or the name of your practice. And I know this all sounds a little bit overwhelming or maybe complicated if you've never done it before, but it isn't. And it doesn't have to be. You don't have to have this massive very difficult to run, very time-consuming program. There are ways to do this very efficiently and very effectively and without putting in a lot of money. So one of the things I want to go over with you are which sites you should be on. There are 3 that all medical practices should be on, and they are first, Facebook. And Facebook is essentially like a mini interactive website that allows you to share news and photos and videos and all kinds of things with your community. One of the other awesome things about Facebook is that it gives your best patients and your biggest fans the opportunity to sing your praises right there. They can share your posts very, very easily. They can even leave a review right there on Facebook for you. And lastly, Facebook allows you to create something called a tracking pixel. And it is just a little piece of code that is embedded on your website so that when you run ads on Facebook, that Facebook can track the people who've actually visited your website, and you can target those people. You can also target people that have similar characteristics. The other thing is that Facebook ads are so effective. They're so easy to target exactly who you want to target, and they're relatively inexpensive. Twitter is the second site that I recommend for your practice, and the reason is it is very simple, it's quick, it's easy to use. It's a great platform for short and quick news, information, announcements, things like that. It's also a great way to link to your longer content. So it's not time consuming at all, and it's simple to use. And there's quite a few people that, even though you saw the number and the percentage is low, there are people who love Twitter and they spend a lot of time on there. And I don't think you should miss out on the opportunity to get in front of those people. And the third platform is LinkedIn. It's essentially the most respected site when it comes to searching for information about a professional. It's worth taking the time to really optimize your LinkedIn page and get all the information about yourself on there, as well as a very good professional photo. In addition, you're going to want to create a business page for your practice. The other one that I recommend, if you have the bandwidth to do it, is YouTube. As you can see, YouTube is probably the #1 social media platform used by adults in the United States. And YouTube is a little more time consuming, but it's also the second largest search engine next to Google. So what this is great for is content that people are searching for. And like we talked about before earlier in the video, 93% of adults have searched for medical content online. So this is an incredible place to provide some basic advice that you're allowed to provide to people and prospective patients. It's also such a great opportunity for them to get to know you. They can see how you speak and do you sound caring and your body language and how you present yourself and are you knowledgeable, and it just is the next best thing to face-to-face contact. There are 2 other platforms that I recommend if your practice is based on visual outcomes quite a bit. So basically, are you maybe a plastic surgeon? Are you a chiropractor? Do you have a weight loss practice? Are you someone who helps people get into shape? Anything like that. Now, certainly anyone can use these 2 platforms. It's just that those are the types of practices I think can benefit the most from them. And one is Instagram and the other is Pinterest. And both of these platforms are highly, highly visually based. So you're going to post videos, you can post a lot of photos, graphics. Now, there's one thing I want to caution you about, and that is being careful who you work with. Lately, I've seen a lot of these, hey, get rich quick, be a social media consultant, manager, whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of younger kids and even adults who have no education and no training trying to pitch their quote unquote business to other businesses. Be really careful. Really vet who you're going to be working with. It's so important that the person is trained, 1, and number 2, has life experience, and number 3, has the ability, expertise, the experience, and the common sense knowledge to work with regulated industries such as yours. So that being said, just be super, super careful. Now, that sounds really negative. There are a lot of really great social media managers out there as well. So just do your due diligence and make sure that if you choose someone to help your practice, that's who you're choosing, one of those really good people. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel because every week I'll be posting new content that will help you with your small business or personal brand. I hope all this information is really helpful to you. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them below in the comments and I'll answer them for you. Thank you so much again for listening today. And I'm really looking forward to catching up with you in the next video.